Hello and welcome back to Beyond the School Gate. I am your host, Ruth Jallow, and I created this podcast to amplify the voices of women in leadership, to talk about what we do beyond the school gate, the good, the bad, and the funny. And today's episode is called Drop the Rope. I know, what does that mean? I hear you yell. Basically, it's my approach to a lot of things as of late. So if you ever find yourself in a conversation or in a situation where you're kind of like going back and forth with somebody, and it's making you tired and it's unsettling your central nervous system, and you feel anxious or scattered or out of control or frustrated or any of those type of emotions, the way I am dealing with things now to compare to maybe earlier on in my career, I would kind of go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Not anymore. Now I just let go of the rope. And what do I mean by let go of the rope? Basically, if me and you were having a game of tug of war, you remember tug of war back in the day? You guys know, especially if you're born in the 80s, you know what's up. Tug of war, couple of teams, long rope, rope burn on your hands, you know what time it is. Basically, imagine you're doing one of those. Sports day, got a PE kit on. If you let go, you're fine. You know you're going to let go, so you're braced to not fall over. You made the decision, I'm going to let go because it's really not that important. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to go back and forth with you. So I'll let go of that. But what happens on the other side of that rope is the other person isn't aware that you're going to do that. So they have to make decisions quite quickly in regards to what their next move is. If they do nothing, the rope just going to continue to go towards them and they're actually going to fall back. I think I'm at a stage in my life, and I sound so old and I actually sound like my mum. Love you, mum. I don't want drama. Not here for any of it. I just want peace, be it at work, be it in my personal life, be it in my friendships. I think 2024 is a different year. It's a different vibe. Do you know what I mean? We're in a different 2024. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? So that's what I'm going into 2024 with. Those are my vibes. I'm letting go of the rope. You can pull if you want. I'm not going to pull. I'm going to have my say. I'm going to communicate with you. I'm going to be professional. If it's at work, I'm going to try and work on relationships if it's at home. But I suppose from a back and forth perspective, there comes a time where you have to let go of the rope, and that can look different for some people. That can be like, ooh, I'm out of here, see you later. It can be setting new boundaries with people. It can be having position statements where it's like, actually, this is my final comment on that, and then not having boundaries and then not re-engaging in the conversation if that is your final say. So I think all of that to say, let go of the rope, give it a try, see how it feels. My word for 2024 is peace. My word for 2023 was, I think it was fearless or brave or something. I think it was fearless. So I did loads of things. I said yes to a lot of things. I did loads of things that maybe I wouldn't have traditionally done for the experience, and to say yes and to kind of get some more experience under my belt or meet new people, that kind of thing. But 2024, I think I just want it to be my year of peace and for my central nervous system to just be chill. We're not getting any older. I think that stress, we're not getting any younger, sorry, we're all getting a bit older. Stress for a lot of people is on the rise. I think as you enter, 40s, when you're in your 40s, for me, when I hit 40, something different changed. I just looked at things really differently, and I just thought some things just really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. I'm also reading this amazing book. I can't remember what it's called. If I can, I'll link it below or pop a picture up here. Essentially, it's got a yellow cover, and it's all about stories of people when they're on their deathbed. I know it sounds really morbid, but it's not. It's written in an amazing way where this young woman is a high flyer, hot shot. She's a banker in Australia. She decides corporate life is not for her. She quits her job. She has a bit of money saved up. She goes and travels. Her money starts running out. She's like, oh, sugar, what am I going to do? So she gets that caring role, that caring for people roles. And then she ends up finding herself moving into palliative care. So her job is basically she'll live in this town for 6 months. She'll have a client, and then she provides them palliative care for like towards the end of their life. And they all share these phenomenal stories with her about what their life was like, what their family dynamics was like, what they did as a job, what they didn't do as a job, and what their regrets were in life. One woman was like, I wish I actually had a career of my own, and she didn't. Back in the day, she did what society told her she should do, which was be a mum and be a wife and be at home, and that was her biggest regret. Another one was that she spent too much time at work, and actually she didn't really see her children growing up, and the children just really saw the top of her head as she was on the laptop and things like that. So it's an amazing book, and I think it put things into perspective. So that's the book that helped me decide on what my word for 2024 was going to be. And I think it's going to be an interesting year, because my spirit isn't normally like, I'm not a chill person. Like, I'm on 10 24/7. Ask anybody who knows me, I'm like so for me to choose a word like peace, I think everybody's probably, I haven't told anybody yet, but they're probably going to be side-eyeing me like, yeah, that will last 10 minutes. But I'm going to try. Comment down below. Do you reckon I can sustain this? Do you reckon I can have peace as my word for all of 2024? And what's your word for the year? What are you trying to focus on? Last year, mine was brave. Oh, no, it was, what was it? Not restless, relentless, not relentless, fearless. It was fearless, because there were things that I wanted to achieve. Like with the podcast, I wanted to get specific guests on. There was all of these things I wanted to achieve. I just want my soul to be settled for 2024. That's pretty much what it is. I've had a bit of a rocky 2023, and I just literally want my soul to be settled in 2024, getting ready for 2025, you know, imagine that. So yeah, comment down below, what's your word of the year, and what was your word for 2023, and how did you travel against that? So thanks again, guys, for listening. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you are watching on YouTube. And if you're on Spotify, do whatever you need to do over there. Is it a review, or is it a click, or is it a thumbs up? Whatever it is over there on Spotify, do that, because it really does help your girl out. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. Bye.